Hello everybody. Seems to be good. Okay, let me just switch the screens to start, and I'm gonna run the ads first here. Twitch. Need to do a few things here. Okay, I'm good to go. So yeah, problem of the day here. Black to solve. As you can see, you have an eye in the corner, and you need to kind of use the weakness on this side here. So try to do your best in this problem, and yeah, hopefully we can play 2 games. We'll see, maybe just one, and we'll try to do our best to to win. Yesterday was kind of a fortunate win at the end, even though I think at the opening stages we were better. And I would like to be a bit more consistent about winning shortly or cleaning up, let's say winning cleanly the games that we're ahead. These days it seems like I'm kind of giving my opponents a bit of opportunities to catch up, so would like to give less chances to our opponents in general. Gotta wait a little bit. And yeah, as for the game review, I planned to upload today on YouTube. I was busy a little bit today, so couldn't finish the edit, and should be good for tomorrow. So if you're waiting for that to come out, I'm really sorry. I would be putting it out there tomorrow surely, but definitely in this week, that's for sure. So and it will be on YouTube, so if you can go and sub on my channel over there, I'll be happy. I know I haven't put much out content, so yeah, I need to be working on that real soon. But if you don't mind, take a look here. It is over here, and if you're on YouTube, yeah, hi to you. If you can go check here, the Twitch channel would be nice. Yeah, let's go. Let's try to find someone. Yeah, I'm gonna go do 20 minutes, so I found someone. Pew. Here, there we go. 20 minutes, games are a bit more time to think at the opening stages. Could play diagonal, could do this. Let's try this one for today. And then play this diagonal stuff. I usually approach high and then enclose this way. Could play a bit different, like low this time if I want to. But maybe let's continue to play with what I like in general. Could see a pincer from white OC, and usually white attaches a lot in this kind of Joseki point. And white gets the corner if attached here. Back in the day, this pincer was also quite popular, and maybe less so, but this as well. Nowadays, against this high approach, you almost always see this attach here. And yeah, you can play it this way, but the corner, white can go in the 3-3 point here, invade straight away. So in order to kind of put support to these 3 stones, you can also place something around here, which kind of like. With this one, you can protect the corner a bit more, but then shoulder hit could be a nice point, and also it's kind of more far against these 3 stones, so it's less kind of support, whereas this, it's kind of well placed. It is a bit less territorial, but I don't mind. Against this, I think shoulder hit might be a nice kind of asking move to go for straight away. Yeah, just doing this. Trying to just increase this potential here on the left side of the board. So asking how white wants to play. If white pincers here, probably gonna block. Try to isolate this 1 stone. Yeah, so against this, I think we just block here. Try to counterplay on this 1 stone. And then if white's gonna play something around here, you can put a bit more pressure to the corner. So yeah, this should be blocked, and then see what white's gonna play. So against this one, I think just extend. Because usually this kind of honey here, you don't get played. It's this stone is going to be at the key point here. So just extending usually is the shape to go. Wedge, you let white having this kind of jump wedge here. I think it's fine just to extend. Maybe white's gonna try to expand from this 1 stone. If respond here, I'll try to pincer. So yeah, maybe something like this. Question is, do we try to turn here? Put pressure to the corner with a move like this? Or do we play here first? Probably this move is the corner, this kind of double knight's move, big knight's move here. You have still this 3-3 point that is open for white. So maybe I don't want to play that. Usually don't attach to like stones that are not settled or not the strongest yet, but this might be a move. And since you're trying to kind of strengthen it here, and then you can go inside, protect the corner, but I think that's not really. And hi, Intricate, thank you for the message. Rank up soon? Yeah, we need to have a winning streak if you want to go up. But yeah, definitely, we'll try to do our best to do so. Yeah, I mean, so either something here, turn. Hope you're doing good. And thanks for support, Intricate. I would say turn. But then maybe white's gonna just expand here at f17. Have a base. Just, it's a bit awkward to play here with this 3-3 point open. This is why maybe you attach here. Hane just block here, this one. Could be a thing. I don't know, this shape looks a bit iffy. Maybe you could play here, but it's too slow. And if you want to play here on the right side, you should have a plan against this white move here. I mean, kick against awkward as well. Yeah, I haven't expected this one too much. Looks like a nice move. Because this 2-space extension is pretty much clear to protect the corner as well. Maybe you still played this one and then aim at something around here. And if white plays something on the right here, so let's say push, you jump. Wedge, you can still Atari connect this way. Yeah, let's go here, because one is a bit too open here. Oh, no, yeah, because I read my name. No problem. And Bad Chess, nice to see you. Hi. Konnichiwa, konbanwa. Maybe because it's evening here. Yeah, Cosmo-san, you can also call me that, so good. Yeah, I thought that white's gonna play something around here. This could make sense to try to run out. And then maybe try to counter on these 3 stones at some point. But yeah, let's turn here because white didn't play. I mean, maybe it's gonna hane. No, okay. I mean, you could play here. Just try to take the left side and let white kind of deal with this kind of stance. I think usually you should just run away here, because the weaker we are, it's kind of more difficult to attack this group. So yeah, probably something like this makes sense. Yeah, around here, probably can use this peep at some point. Or maybe even this one. I mean, the Aji is pretty bad still. It's not like it's territory. Like, you could attach this way maybe from start. But you need to run away with distance to kind of do something in a quarter later. Maybe it's gonna play this and peep. Could be possible. But yeah, we'll see. Yeah, short hit looks like a nice move here to limit this left side. And relating with these kind of stones on the bottom. I think usually push, and if white extends, then maybe you try to split here. You could just try to also connect these 3 stones, but this seems a bit soft. As black, you need to play aggressively because it's your kind of area of strength. What do we do? Yeah, I think push, and then this one maybe something around here. Trying to kind of protect the corner at the same time. With this, I think you can attach and maybe keep the left side as well, and still around here the connection isn't perfect, so we can kind of maybe poke at it. Straight away, I mean, these three stones still not settled. Maybe white block around here could be annoying. Something around here is also pretty big, because now you're putting a lot of pressure here, even more in the corner, and keeping the right side. Question is how much this kind of block is painful against these three and the corner here. And if I can do something around here, but this is risking quite a lot. It's committing to this attack, and maybe it's better to go from the outside. Yeah, I'm not sure. Usually something around here, but then this might be some counterplay around N13 here. Try to push through. So you need to figure some things out. Yeah, let's go and play here. I think this is pretty big overall. The thing is, I don't know how to play locally here. Block is obviously big, but just to attach seems a bit too passive. And then white can just respond here, put pressure, continue to build an attack on these stones. Prefer to just take this side here, put pressure on this corner. And these three stones, even if white blocks, white needs to put another move to really go after it. Yeah, okay. That one I don't get too much, unless it's trying to kind of connect this way, like attach Hane cut. But that one you can Atari here, push through, this one cut, take. And if it's just jump, I think for the corner isn't really good and you get attacked. Don't know if it's that what white wants to do. But yeah, I think pincer makes sense, and then maybe white's plan is to try to run here and attack the whole group of the black's kind of group here on the bottom. But yeah, this kind of thing shouldn't really work. So yeah, it should be jump. Then you want to kind of keep this group split from the bottom and not get surrounded this way. Maybe something like this. Because here, around here at N13 and push, cut, or attach, like something around here, the connection isn't really strong. So probably putting some move to strengthen there makes sense. But I don't know which one's the best. And this shape isn't really the most common. This one white can peep from the outside. But here there's some weak points here. Shoulder hit. Maybe it's cleaner because here just block. Yeah, maybe you just shoulder hit. Shoulder hit, slide, you can block here. This one just extend. Looks good. Attach, there could be. Yeah, I guess shoulder hit, I don't know. Maybe this is not the best, but at least I'm connected now with these two groups here. Can maybe jump this way. It is interesting that once you play your move, you start to see like different moves on the board. And when you're thinking, you don't have the creativity or imagination. Yes, that one I don't mind because you can block here. And there's not much to do after this. And still very bad RG in the corner. Yeah, that one just extend. Maybe White's plan is to say this peep is annoying, but I mean, it's probably fine. Yeah, so that one probably push once. Yeah, I would say push once. And then when White goes back, then just go back and connect. So just you need to figure out if this exchange is going to be better for this area. And if for black it's better to have here to maybe be a bit stronger against this. Yeah, I think you push. White cannot really push and cut, so it's about like if when White goes back here, you will need to connect anyways. Oh yeah, with that one, but this, I think there's this kind of bamboo joint and this is misplaced. You want this to be here. Maybe can attach this way so that I don't need to put a move, but this one, there's gonna be this honey. Yeah, I don't think we gain too much, to be fair, because this one, there's gonna be this honey and threatening here. Yeah, it's not going to be good. Question is which way do you connect? Yeah, I think here. Having kind of Atari forcing move. Here when you feel a bit, it could be a difference. I don't really know, so I'm just gonna connect this way. Oh, one thing is that these two stones are isolated, so could be target to attack. And locally here with these stones, I think I'm probably fine because we have attach here, Atari this way, maybe keep an eye, can Hane, if just give up. Yeah, so preventing, kind of taking the Aja away with this Hane makes sense. But now I don't need to respond here, but just prioritize the attack on this side. So probably playing something here and then somewhat here. Trying to surround and attack these two stones. So don't need to block right away. If black can push through here, this is going to be bad, so should connect as played. Question is these stones okay? Are these stones okay? Because yeah, you hunt it and kind of protect the corner, but now this might be really in a pickle. Maybe cap here is better, and then if turn Hane, if Hane here can just cut. This one, there's bit some stuff with attaching. Maybe cap it's better, preventing a little bit against here. But you could say to prevent from white running this side here looks like it's slightly better. But this one turn here, attach probably, hane. Yeah, I think I want to play here. Because it's important not for whites to really push through and go to this side of the board. So it's going to be interesting how white is going to deal with this here. So here you just hane, this one cut. So it should be something around attach. Maybe cap was better. Like turn, you can go from this side. Maybe white wants to relate with something around this peep. But yeah, that one, maybe you jump here, block, you just like bump kind of. And still can take this point away. This type of move, it is interesting because it might turn out to be as an overplay. But if it works, these three stones look to be in a really tough spot. So it is going to be either very good or potentially bad. Smack, the thing is also around here. It's not completely territory yet if white decides to invade here. So in terms of territory, we should be a bit behind. So this corner isn't territory yet as well. White can invade here or maybe attach. So if the attack on these three stones doesn't look to work too well, yeah, we need to play or catch up. Yeah, that's why you need to try to like wait here, attach or not. Because just turning here, having to poke at this connection, black would just cut through. Kosumi, you just... Yeah, so that one, my plan was to jump here. And if block, you just play this. Maybe it's overplay-ish. There's gonna be some turn and cut type of stuff here in the center. But yeah, fight here. Maybe these stones are going to be somewhat helpful later if there's a fight between here and the bottom. And we have probably some forcing moves around here. If there is another move here, maybe this one. But that one, white would turn. Doesn't look too appealing. Yeah, so white is threatening this cut right here. Maybe you Kosumi, not jump here. Something this way. So Kosumi, forcing move is this, because here you can still block. Thing is, cut always Atari here, Atari again, and you can take. Yeah, maybe you play here. Because the forcing move from white against this cut is basically N10. And if you have this in mind, it's like, where do you want to put a stone? Not attached, right? Like probably something around here. Maybe jump this way. Like this, you just extend, still can cut. Maybe jump, because this one is a bit of attach. This kind of archie. But it's stronger against the connection here if you play this one. Maybe white can sacrifice and get something at Q5. Yeah, something around here could be possible. But if I can get these 4 stones, I wouldn't mind trading with the corner. Ranchani. And high, by the way. Yeah, so this is clean for the connection here, but then white can probably push through on this side. Here is stronger against this, but when white plays here, connect, there's attach and bamboo joint cut type of aji. Yeah, let's jump here. I don't know, maybe this Kosumi is better. But I don't want to be in a spot like that I get pushed through here. You want to be strong on this side of the board. That one can still play here, doesn't matter. White cannot cut, even if you play here. This one, it's important, you need to block. And thing is, the more white plays moves around here, I might just play some capturing race squeeze from the outside. Giving up here. We'll see what happens. Because even if you play here, all these forcing moves still cut the Atari and connect, you can still Atari here. White cannot connect because you just take here, everything. So yeah, it is a shape that is difficult for white to use this kind of cutting point. Even if white kind of plays here. And against this one, by the way, probably just extending. So here, I would suspect like Hane. Yeah, that looks not the best. Maybe you can kind of block here. So white will try to play this way. Have some sort of capturing race. So bamboo joint, block, cut. Play this move, jump. Maybe it is. Would be nice if I can this Atari center to prevent this kind of cut here. But I don't think it works. And you could push here bamboo joint and be okay. Seems kind of passive though. Simply to connect around here, there's no problem. But then white can always push here. could maybe ask a question around here first. Because if we have forcing moves around here, could be good for capturing race. Okay, let's play here. Probably white would block, but then there's... Yeah, so if white plays this one, you might have this push and jump center to threaten to cut. And that might be helpful against the kind of capturing race if we have one. So I'm gonna push here and jump.
2、3、4、5。
Actually, push should be fine. Maybe still block this way, so play here this one. You can jump, threaten, and then jump here.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Seems pretty big though to kind of
残り
let
1回です。
white cut off these two stones, even though you can squeeze the outside. Maybe you play here. Don't know. Like this one, white seems to be a bit of pickle. Yeah, I did kind of chicken out, to be fair. There's this jump. Maybe I chickened out here. Should have blocked. Yeah, so that one will jump once, because now definitely is white's gonna respond. So white is threatening this cut, and wouldn't make sense to play here if you have this one. So white responds here, and then you can connect back. Jump here, and then black would respond somewhat here. Yeah, I can continue the attack, but maybe I should have picked the outside to give up these two. We'll see if I'm right or not. This cut seems to be difficult because you just extend here. This bit. I guess this Kosumi, the problem is that there's this and cut, for example. Yeah, that one probably responding here or connect. Maybe you connect to aim at this wedge here. Could be better.
1、2、3。
Bamboo joint, I suspect, because push, black's gonna wedge. I think that's gonna be troublesome for white. Oh, you could play that, I guess. But that black can kind of strengthen the corner. That I don't mind too much. Maybe white's gonna block now this way. Yeah, so black's got some profit around here with this exchange, so maybe this is okay as a result here. I shrinked a little bit the corner with this kind of exchange here, so the corner got just a tad bit smaller. I think you just honey. this one just crawl, get some points,
Ni,
and then try to go
san,
first on left
yon,
side.
5
Yeah, double hane, it's something that you want to do, but is it possible here? Cut here. Yeah, maybe there is that.
1 2 3 4
If this
Go.
works, then
6 7
this does look
Hachi,
too good for
9
me. Oh, man. I need to play because I don't have the time anymore. Play this and then push and take.
1 2 3 4 5 6
This way I can still use the cutting points that I left here. Like that was the only way to have weakness here on the outside. White got the block down top side here, so definitely profited, but maybe at the expense of something around here. We'll see. Because that one, maybe you hane here. I mean, it could be hane this one and just try to play this kind of shape here. And let white push through. This one, yeah, black next.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8
Yeah, I think cut here though. Like this to hane here was a bit too much to do. Yes, white's gonna try to squeeze and play this tiger's mouth probably and give up the top side. That's the plan. You cannot take here because next there's gonna be this cut. So this should be the move and then extend. Yeah, if I can be fine with these two groups and get the whole top side, looks to be pretty good for me. And still this group is unsettled here in the center. It's gonna play this way, so we have this forcing move, not Atari here, important. I'm not going to take this way. It seems to be difficult to save. Oh, see what I can do. I mean, should we jump here?
One, 2 3 4
I think we just jump this way. And if take, you jump. Now the top side should be captured. Maybe 3 point, but then you jump. So that one could feel liberty or play this bamboo joint to be stronger on the outside. And maybe you should play here, because the capturing race might be more important. It's one liberty here.
1 2 3 4 5 6
Don't you? Maybe this was better, but you need to protect against this push and cut. So only move. Maybe jump here. Connect. Yeah, maybe there's this jump. And then go inside the corner. Type of thing. So that one would be important to peep from the outside or place something around here to aim. I think the capturing race is difficult, so you have no forcing moves here. So you have to surround this way.
4、5、6、7、8。
Maybe peeping. I don't know. Could be better to just simply go this way. Like that one's hard to judge. Yeah, maybe here and aim at this wedge was better. Hmm.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Not really the moves you want to play, but it shouldn't be the worst. So let me use some time. I think it's the center is quite strong. Maybe you put a move around here and then aim at this kind of solid.
2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Maybe actually shoulder it straight away, because that is the most kind of punishing type of move here. So jump, I'll just block. Yeah, this move might become important. Yeah, so this jump. But I can still connect. Yeah, if white tries to save everything, it's going to risk a lot. Let's see. It is 6 liberties for white here. Now at least the pawn is all dead. Maybe that was too greedy.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need to live here and basically give up, let white connect.
2、
Should be fine with this locally on the top side. Attach maybe. So if attach, honey take, yeah, that's not going to work. So I guess you just go back here. That one, there should be this extend, because if honey, you just cut here. And then push this one, yeah, I think. Could be a mistake, but we'll see. You cut here. The problem with this one is if we live here simply, we don't need to put all these moves anymore to capturing race. We have also a life around here. So you can take the corner outright. And there's still kind of this stone threatening to cut off by putting a move. Now probably white needs to play here. Then the question is, do we put another move there or not? It's very solid if you just take, because if you play away, white can Atari here, descend, then block here, make only one eye. Yeah, could be danger to be Seki. So I guess you need to put some sort of move. Could be Crow turn. Nah, I think you just take. Yeah, actually maybe Crow and Crow take. We'll see. But this one, at least the whole corner is dead and we don't need to put moves on the inside, so I should be feeling okay. What is, there's this. Maybe white is trying to Kosumi here. Take this away, but if black can go back here and try to run, seems difficult to.
4、5、
Maybe this, no, we'll see. But then black can block here. So it should be kind of A-B point with this one and something around here. So I guess if white plays this one, you take and live here. Because this is not even trying to be sent in the corner. Even if you connect, still this dead shape in 3. Yeah, so Kosumi, Atari, this one take, connect is not threatening to live, so it don't matter, and you go back here. Yeah. But one thing is probably a move around here from white could be sent to this, so you need to respond in some ways. Probably block here. Maybe here white, if you wanted to attack, you're not gonna block, but play this type of move here. Or here maybe. That is definitely possible. And then the bottom side black group here isn't completely alive, so you could kind of put pressure to this. Although, maybe now you can jump, wedge. Yeah, I guess it's on the finer side. Yeah, so white plays here, and black probably responds, and probably white is gonna pincer something around here. So now we are alive by taking the stone. Actually, are we? There's this.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
So now it's important to take that one. Maybe you could still play here. This one you block from the outside. If white takes, you play here. White can connect. But then you cannot push this way.
1、
Use this stone. So
3、4、5。
should we just take? Yeah, so around here. How do we deal with these stones? Probably something around here. Want to use the fact that these stones aren't still alive yet.
3、4、
Next, this type of move.
6、7。
Connection around here isn't solid yet. And if you want to sack these 3 stones, we want to be the smallest way possible. And against here, gonna counterplay. With that, I guess crosscut. Could be a bit dangerous move to do so. Maybe you place something around here first.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Trying to lift this way, Hane, and then here. Maybe it was better to try to poke at the connection, like I don't really know.
1、2、3。
This one white will take.
1、2、3。
I think you go with this. So I'm just trying to make some eye shape with black here, try to live. Yes, this Atari. I think Yohane this way. Try to reduce the corner. First. I could connect, let white Atari and then push here to threaten this type of cut. Try to live this way.
one, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I think you play here. Because this Hane isn't really sente to the corner, technically. Yeah, I could have maybe used this kind of cutting point. But at least this way. Push here. Threaten to cut. It was still better to Hane here, I'm not sure.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Now jump something here. Should be fine with these stones. Have an eye over here. I need to have an eye in the center around here. And we still have some push cut Aji. So that one you can just block from the outside. Maybe connect still.
2、3、
But that
4、
one white can play
5、
here.
6、7、8、9。
Maybe connect because there's this. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure about this one. Yeah, there's this. So now we're gonna push. Technically, it might be a capturing race between the two.
one, 2、
Could give up
3、
these threes.
4、
Push, cut this
5、
way.
6、7、8、9。
I think you played this one. Try to cut from the outside. white can get this, but then probably this side is going to be dead here. Unless white has figured out some way to live.
秒読みを始めます。
Might be a very risky thing I'm doing. So that one I'm gonna connect this way. Yeah, this is dangerous. Technically we have this block and maybe this clamp kind of bailout with core here.
3、4、5、6、7、8。
Yeah, I don't feel confident. I mean, if white just gonna cut and let me take here, that would be fine. But obviously white's not gonna be okay with this. Yeah, I kind of messed up somewhere.
2、3、4。 1、2、3、4、5、6、
Time trouble
7、
could
8、
be not the
9。
reason why, but I need to be
残り2回です。
better in these situations. This, I think it's difficult to do so. Maybe against this we could play. Yeah, so I think you try to take the liberty away here. Could attach once.
1、2、3、4、5。
Yeah, I think we do this. There's too much agi here, and it's gonna be capturing race. Always gonna be this block and call. Yeah, so just take. I mean, you have some things around here, to be fair. Because this one you can play here, so extend. And if white protects this point, I mean, you could play this move. Maybe I can play this move and be okay. Shit.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
Looks very weird. Though. I mean, maybe I'm filling my own liberties here. What am I playing?
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
Have I just lost the capturing race here?
1、2、3、4、5。
I gonna try to extend here. But this group is also not alive yet. So the best way is to kind of go after this. There's always this attachment from white. Yeah, actually it's pretty short. Like I should judge the situation a bit better. That might be really difficult. I probably better game again. Like it's like
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8、9。
in fact this one I should probably
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
Can we peep here?
1、2、3、4、5、6。
I think we do try to peep. So block this way. White's gonna block here. Block. This cut we can Atari play here. This is gonna be a really difficult position.
1、2、
Why
3、
have
4、
wandered
5
myself into this?
6、7、8、9。残り1回です。
Yeah, I think white wins the race here pretty easily. Like the way I tried to survive with these stones wasn't really good. Always this. Kind of same-ish, because white will play here. This way, white doesn't have throw in first, so this is why I played here, because throw in first, maybe this honey. One, two, three.
1、2、3、4、5、6、7。
One, two, three, four, five. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What? Do we just win the race here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, maybe we just win. What? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this we just win here. Yeah, this shouldn't be good. Like, once you need to... Maybe push, try to attach. Like, is this winning for black already? Like 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it seems maybe... Probably gonna do something with this. So if you just play normally and lose the race, start from here, maybe have something with this. Because now if black kind of tries to play here, then white extends one liberty and you can go. So the only way is to play this one, but then yeah, with this cut it's not going to hold. If you kind of protect here, let's say, even if you can take this stone, white can still turn here. Yeah, this is gonna just the shape is gonna crumble. Okay, didn't know I win the race by one move, but if that's the case, then white should try to cut here, make some RG this way. And against this, then you can go simply. Okay, I could have been lucky here at the end. Just... yeah, here probably there was some better way to deal with this. I mean, yeah, maybe here this one we just block this way. So next I'm threatening to push, take here and live. So white needs to probably push this way or block here. Maybe this, if you want to continue to kind of go for the kill. But maybe you just simply play this one. I mean, you could continue to kill technically. Yeah, there's a bit of bad RG. Maybe underestimated a little bit of white's attack here. But that one isn't center. Like, if you can play here and white responds, this is easily alive by just connecting. Luck is a skill too. You could say so. Should black start call while trying to live? Oh yeah, so block this one and use here. Preferably you want to find a variation that we don't have any calls. Yeah, that one white will just take, and this cut. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. In fact, white can honey here first. Maybe you don't do this. Maybe this kind of thing. Actually, when you push through and play this one, you can kill. It's going to be very difficult. Like, as black, you try to kind of simplify the position. Just there should be some way to cleanly just be alive, because if you're just alive here, this should be manageable to live, and you have the whole corner. I think we're okay. This is quite big. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 6, 28, 30. It's like maybe 36 kind of points. Oops. Okay. So yeah, Ko tried to live. Yeah, maybe you shouldn't play these moves. So it's this kind of block. If white takes, there's going to be this clamp right here, and you can connect on to the bottom side. So this one you can cut here, connect, just take, and this is not going to work because there's this. And when white connects here, black can start this call. Maybe you want to have a few more stones on here. But yeah, maybe I should do this and then could have some local co-threads here, although it isn't really the best because you can maybe play from here later. I think you want to keep this for a little bit later on. We strengthen around here, and if white tries to go for a kill, then block and play this one. Stone Papa, if that's responding to your question. Yeah, I think you want to keep this a bit for later, and probably this was pretty bad. Something around here and then extend. Yeah, the shape looks dangerous for black. Probably something like this. And if white wants to kill, need to play a move around here, but then can turn. This one you connect and play it this way. Yeah, if you turn, there might be this kind of move and then something around here. So once black can turn here, I think it's going to be fine. If you just surround, you could simply just play here and live this way. Yeah, that should be alive. This one, it's all good. Don't think A8 is needed this early. I had to connect and just A6. Yeah, maybe. Are you not afraid for your group on the right at all? Yeah, it is definitely a concern. So the bottom group here, as you can see. Maybe this is why I don't want to play too much around here and try to just simply live on this side. Could be better with a move like this to poke at this connection. You want to have less damage to the right side and try to survive with here. I was trying to counterplay on like this, stones are not alive, poke at the connection here. But maybe we're not in a position to say. that we can kind of go to the offensive. Maybe this kind of move. That one could be this. You also need to figure out like if you can give up something here and get something back to be stronger in the center, if that's okay as well. It's cleaner just to survive everything, but maybe just simply this one without here. Because this local exchange is weakening this side of the board. So yeah, maybe that. If extend, I'm going to play the same thing as I did just before. And you might play rather like f7. And you don't need just a6. a6. Yeah, that one I was a bit afraid about this turn here. Ah, but maybe yeah, you can. This one just connect. It is going to be difficult, yeah, maybe. Because if you wanted to kill, white needs to play this and play here. Maybe simply push this way. Yeah, so if white responds something here, now you can live. If white takes, yeah, just jump. Atari, just jump here. Hi Sumia, nice to see you. Yes, we need to survive with the less damage on the right. So that's the mission. I guess something like this. Because that one is a little, like this turn is definitely annoying. Oh, maybe you can, oh sorry, you can connect here, have this one block, because have this clamp. And then white connect can play here. Technically you can live this way. It's a bit painful because it's in 2 points. But okay, maybe this way. So here, play here, just make this eye end of this turn. Yeah, miss this block is always center concerning here. But then maybe white can use this, jump this way. If black can connect, then try to invade here. Type of thing. Yeah, but then I don't think I can complain too much because we just captured the whole top right here, and it all depends on how white can make Aji here, this on the bottom left. Yeah, I guess something like that seems to be fair. Yeah, this move is probably bad. Like, it didn't make much room for my group to live, and this is weakening the right side. So probably if you want to play something, just attach simply. Or play with cap something here. Let's say if white tries to connect, then you can play something around here. maybe still it is not fully kind of connected. Maybe just from here could be better. This one just attach. Yeah, this seems okay. Maybe white's gonna try to counterplay with this like connection being weak. But yeah, let's say if white responds something here, then you can just play this one and it seems okay for black. So maybe trying to live this way locally, or trying to pocket connection and play here in the center somewhat. So that was the way to go. This exchange didn't help too much around here. Yeah, definitely white can survive this. I think just miscounted this kind of capturing race, and in fact maybe you should wedge here if this directly works, because this one you can push Atari, or maybe it's same. No, because you maybe it is not. Like if you push here, play this one, yeah, it doesn't change. Like whether this, yeah, it's always gonna be like this. But this one, white has center, so it is one liberty less. Maybe that could be the difference, because if you connect here, there's gonna be this and honey here. White can just take. And black cannot kind of play this kind of block, because there's this thing over here that extends one liberty probably. And you have this kind of core that white can make as well. Yeah, I think white should have wedged. Could be a Tetsuji problem here. Because of this, if you block, there's going to be this throw in, connect, honey here. So the only move is to connect this way. Yeah, so to take it cleanly, this should work. At the end here, white lost the capturing race, so just one. If we go back, where did it go wrong? Yes, that one here. Yeah, I would have liked to just play this kind of thing from the outside. Maybe connect here. Was there? Yes, maybe here. Maybe you could try to surround. There's still this cutting point. So against here, what you want to do maybe is to just play this one. Yeah, I think two cutting points here, but the RG is too bad, so maybe you just connect. So this one play here. Let white cut and then try to win the race here. Yeah, if this works, probably just here should have done this. Jump to threaten this cut. I think should work, and then jump here. In this fight, AI says that every auto move was 20-point mistake in the end fight. Yeah, on the left there. Definitely a fortunate win, but that one maybe should have connected, because if this type of thing from white doesn't work, you can just surround the whole group. Maybe as white you prepare something on the right side and then try to do this. But yeah, at any point as black you might kind of decide to play here, let white capture, if you just play too many kind of bad moves or strengthening moves on the outside. Here maybe try to have some sort of race, and then you get all the outside kind of moves. And place something around here. Maybe this is too far. Something here. And get the whole upper right in exchange for this side. Fox says it's pretty close. Yeah, maybe here if white can push through, then what black's plan did fail. And this one I wasn't sure, like, maybe this. So if you push simply Atari, you cannot play this because even here or cut. Cut here, this one, just push. And then Atari here probably. Maybe extend, but extend is gonna be this type of forcing move. Yeah, the bottom side here I was concerned. This is why I didn't play this type of thing. Locally, if I took this free stance this way, it is old territory, but then white can hane here and be fine with these stones. Play this kind of thing. Maybe go for something like this as black. Again, there's a bit of Achi here. Maybe you connect and it's fine. Yeah, so as black you need to crawl once, play this, and then play here. If that's okay for black, maybe I should have chose this variation. I just didn't want let white to be kind of safe. So this is why. Yeah, if you had maybe in points, could have chose this one. Yeah, maybe that was cleaner. I could have been overplayed to just go for this and let white jump here with this move. So here, maybe lastly, to end the review, maybe simply with a move like this, extending. Still, there's a bit of weakness around here though. And Pandalin, thank you for the flow. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoying the review as well. Thank you very much for unfortunate win here. Yeah, I mean, maybe something like this, and then yeah, this kind of jump is kind of like, maybe you should just connect. Just connect here, take everything. Against this type of move, we are still maybe this attach. Have a bit more room to play here. And they have no forcing moves against these 4 because white has only 3 liberties, so it should be fine. Even this attach isn't really forcing. So yeah, maybe connect, take it cleanly, or yeah, I guess you connect. But then it goes back to like this. You probably prefer to just simply taking these 3 stones this way, because having stones around here, it's not really benefiting black too much. And yeah, against Hane, you just play this one here, Atari. Try to crawl, take send, and play this one. Because even here, just win the race. Yeah, so I guess that was the best way to go here. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the review here. Lucky win here, I should say. But yeah, I'm gonna take it. Hopefully I can convert the more comfortable positions, and it's kind of the opposite. It's funny, like the positions I'm behind, I'm able to win fortunately, and the other ones kind of struggling to convert. But yeah, it happens. Just need to plug in the host. Thanks for GG's intricate, and let's go through here. So problem today, black to play, what to do. So you have one eye in the corner at A1. You need to try to use this weak shape from white. So what to do? Start with E2. What do you do after white connects here? Do you have any plans after this? C3. I think you just cut here. Yeah, that's not going to work, because even if black cuts, white takes this one, white can still connect, and there's no way, this shape, you can remember, there's no way black can make an eye here, because this D1 is always a false eye. Even this one you just throw in, and here you Hane. That's not going to work. No. Go back. Here. The idea is to kind of use this cut here, Atari type thing. So which way do you want to start from? Just check, should be fine. And also you need to see that this B4 stone isn't fully connected to this. So if you have some stones, you could kind of cut through here, Atari, and live by taking this stone. So that would be the hint. So I could show the first move here. So this one you need to play at C3. Yeah, you could play both. It's probably not going to change much. Yeah, it's gonna be the same. But let's say white blocks this way to kind of connect this one stone. What would you do here? Maybe this at this point it's kind of more obvious, but here you need to cut here at D2. And then if white takes, you can actually push here at E3. And the thing is, if cut, white cannot push this way because it's just Atari, so take, and then you can take the 5 stones on top. So that one, white won't take this way, but actually needs to connect. Okay, maybe this is the reason you don't want to play C4, sorry, as white. Because here black can connect this way, and this shape on the bottom here is alive, because you have this stone taken this way, and there's no way for white to kind of kill the eye here. This one just here, that one just take, so it doesn't work. So yeah, the only move actually here you need to cut to prevent to make an eye at C2. And that one is the same idea, you want to cut here. And then if take, you just push through, so white will just connect. And then would be ideal if you can take these 2 stones this way, but white can take, so that's not going to work. So only move here is to take. It's center against these 2 stones, white will connect. And then you just scroll. Important to see this turn and have this call this way. So yeah, seems very dead first glance, but actually you can kind of still poke at weak connection, so it kind of shows that overall living with stones, if the shapes are weak like this, it's pretty doable. So yeah, if you want to try to live, always try to be mindful of your opponent kind of weak points like jumps or maybe something around here this way. Here simply going this directly doesn't work because white can't just connect, so this kind of C3 point is the key point here. Even if you push and cut, this doesn't work. White can just block from this side. So yeah, you need to play here, cut this one, turn and call this way. So yeah, hopefully enjoyed the problem and the game today. Yeah, so tomorrow I should be here as well. Didn't upload the video today, so I was planning to finish the edits, couldn't because I was busy during the day. So hopefully I should be finished by tomorrow. If you haven't checked the YouTube channel, I'll be happy if you can do so. Would be uploading so a game review I did at the Old Hunters Cup in Prague. So yeah, that one. And then yeah, I'll try to post different types of videos in the future, so would be happy if you can go there and post a video about like over the board counting. So yeah, check that one out. If you can comment, like, and yeah, say something, would be thankful. And thanks Sumia for yeah the emote here. Let me see if the smog is probably streaming. Not yet. Okay. Oh, Go Dave is here. Let's go. Yeah, editing, it is kind of a tough job. Doing live, you don't need to do this stuff, so it's easy in a sense, but I'm new to editing. Will try to sharpen my skills there. Okay, I think should be good. Thanks, Intricate. Yeah, I hope I can see you guys all tomorrow as well. Thanks for watching. Thank you much for support. And yeah, tomorrow at the same time, around evening time Japan. So hopefully you can join me. Yeah, and have a nice day. See you and bye. Sayonara.